So how many days were you gone total?
16 days.
Was it worth it? Would you do it again?
Yes, I would.
Was it worth all the money that you spent, which couldn't have been cheap?
100%, yes.
Did you have a parts bill when you got home?
No comment.
What did you ride?
I rode a Lynx Boondocker 850.
Were there any similarities riding in Greenland to riding in Island Park, Idaho?
None.
What is the scariest thing you experienced?
On the ride itself would be riding over crevasses and having no control of the snowmobile. Like here where we can throw a ski in to stop a sled, there you just pray.
Worst thing you ate?
Raw whale.
What was the best thing you ate?
Cheeseburger.
What was the biggest city that you went to population-wise?
Nuke, which is about 15,000 people.
All these other villages were what, hundreds?
Anywhere from 2,500 to maybe 100.
How'd the people treat you?
Very nice people. They're super nice. Everybody would greet you and was excited that we came. They were blown away that somebody like us or me would travel so far away to come see where they live and ride.
Isn't it kind of odd that you would travel so far away to go riding for leisure? Because you said that over there it's their work vehicle. It's like their daily driver.
It is. Yeah, this is the way that they move through life in the wintertime. It's their pastime, but it also is a recreation vehicle as well. So I guess it's like having a sports SUV.
Again, did you have a parts bill?
I did have a parts bill, but I was not proud of myself because this is the highest amount of parts I've ever had to pay.
What was your favorite place to ride?
Sissemew.
Did you have a least favorite place to ride?
Not really. It was all kind of similar because of the snow conditions.
What was the most unique thing you experienced the whole time?
The most unique thing would be just riding in areas that you knew that no other snowmobile or even a man probably has ever been.
Did you get seasick?
Close, but no, I did not get seasick.
Tell me how thick the ice was on the deepest parts that you were in.
Anywhere from, it's basically ice chunks, and then where we would park the ship was solid ice, but there would be about...
You say park the ship, it's like you sound like you when you parked at our building today.
Yeah, you know, here where we live, we have huge diesel trucks and 30-foot trailers that we go to park in a parking lot. Well, they have 50-foot vessels that they park into the ice.
Okay, how deep was that ice in the bay?
Anywhere from 2 feet. 2 feet was probably average.
Were there any cars in those villages way up north?
Yeah, there actually is. There's maybe 2 or 3 kilometers of gravel road. But, you know, one thing, they have a taxi service there. One, it's a water taxi service, and they have cars that are taxis, but what they do when the sea ice is frozen solid, they'll hop on the ice and go way up the harbor, the bays, and they'll go, you know, there's villages scattered throughout, but they'll take a taxi car in the wintertime and go all the way up north.
Do you remember how much gas was a gallon?
I do not. It was a liter. I would say it was probably close to about $6 a gallon.
Did you have any fresh vegetables up there? You said they didn't have them in the villages.
Well, they call them fresh vegetables, but I wouldn't call it fresh, especially the milk. When the milk comes out of a box and you look at the expiration date and it doesn't expire for 6 months.
Oh, nice, yeah. You rode in places that nobody had ever been, and they probably don't want people to go. Yeah. So this really is a once-in-a-lifetime.
It is. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because, one, you'll probably never be able to get in there again. This was we got very lucky with the weather. There was just a ton of country to cover to be able to get to these areas, and I mean, I don't ever see this happening again.
Who would you give a shout out to?
Christian, the Swede. He was a huge factor in organizing everything, choosing the people to come on the trip. He invited me for the trip, and he was a hard-charging individual.
Any final thoughts?
No, I'm just glad I experienced what I experienced because these experiences will move on with me my whole entire life.